Run!
Ooh! Guys, I just heard someone scream. What is that? Dude, look at this.
Every Appalachian encounter has one thing in common. Isolation turns small signs into warnings. In these cases, road signs disappear while something circles a cabin, and huge handprints show up before screams hit a camper's tent. When the forest starts reacting to you, would you still stay? On April 11th, 2026 YouTuber Hype Mike went into the Appalachian backcountry to violate the one rule. People are warned not to test. Do not head out once darkness falls. The evening began with loud repeated bangs that appeared to have no clear source. Moments later, the cabin's front door opened on its own, exposing a disturbing scene arranged across the porch. A blood-covered skull had been placed inside a ring of newly burning candles, while the surrounding woods remained completely still.
Is it the front? Yeah. Whoa. Yo. Okay. What the hell? There was no sound for like the last 20 minutes? I don't know. I can't see anything out the door. Yeah, it doesn't. You can't really see the front door. Do we go check? Is there anything?
The door's open. Dude.
Yo. Did something get in here? Hello? It didn't sound like somebody came in.
I swear.
Bro.
I don't know.
I don't know if that thing's still stuck around.
I don't know, man. There's actually something really weird out there.
Wait.
You see that? Oh no.
Damn.
There's like...
Is that candles?
That's crazy. What do we do about that?
Why is there candles outside?
Do we investigate?
Well, yeah.
Hello?
Just make sure not. Yeah.
Mike soon got a troubling message from a number he did not recognize. The text looked as if it had been written in a jagged, sinister-looking script. When the group attempted to leave, they noticed the road signs were gone, leaving them disoriented in the dark.
Run! What the hell is that?
Men, I don't even know how to
It's
read
not
that.
even English. It's like the randomest thing ever.
Head witch,
Google
dude, that's
Translate
scary.
or
Yeah, right?
I have
yeah,
a
maybe
Google
they'll
Translate.
do the work. Yeah,
That could work.
How do I translate over here? I don't know. Polish? No.
no.
Dude, what could that possibly be?
I'm not saying.
What do you mean?
How do I not?
It doesn't look like it's English. So what, we're gonna find the right language for it. Like, how do we know what language it is?
It's not finding anything.
No.
I don't know what the translation could be, guys, but I think we should get the hell out of here. It doesn't matter what this says.
Yeah, it doesn't
like,
matter.
Let's just go.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Let's go. Yeah.
Missing signs at night can intensify fear very quickly. In isolated places, people depend on small markers to track their location. When those references vanish, the mind loses its bearings and panic can rise within seconds. Mike dialed the strange number back. Through the line, he heard footsteps crushing through snow. The rhythm seemed to line up almost exactly with real footsteps moving around them in the trees. Then a low, harsh scream ripped through the night.
Pull the number and see.
Ask it like, where are we or where is it? I don't know. Like, what is it talking about? Is it?
Yeah, it's calling.
Oh, you're right. It's just not. No one's answering.
It picked up. It
It
picked
picked
up.
up?
What?
Yeah. Hello? Dude, it's that same sound.
What? It is. Holy shit! It actually is.
Who is this?
Bro.
Hello?
Oh my god, oh my god.
What? Whoa.
Dude, it sounded like someone walking in the woods on the phone.
No
Shut the
way.
hell up.
On the snow?
Keep hearing sounds like around us. You think it's like this thing? That's like a creature. What is that?
Is it a creature or is it a person?
I don't know.
Okay, let's
It is.
just
We
keep
should keep going.
Yeah.
Later, the group found a campsite with a sleeping bag burning. Against the glow of the flames, a tall figure stood completely still watching. Soon after, 3 hunters emerged from the darkness, sending the group sprinting through the forest.
Oh, it's down. It's the campsite.
Really?
Dude, we gotta get closer. I can't see anything.
Just, do you think he looks a little weird?
His face is a little weird, right? But I'm saying I can't really tell. Gotta get closer.
It's a bad idea.
Yo, guys, what the hell? Is that a sleeping bag? It's about to light the sleeping bag on fire. What the hell? Oh, shit. Hey, phone. What? Oh my god. He's staring at us. Run! Run! Go! He's coming! Go! He's coming! Let's go!
Holy cow, dude, let's get out of here.
He's close, guys. He's close. Yeah. Keep it clear. Get inside. Wait.
What?
Guys.
Let's go there.
Three of them? Wait, are you seeing these guys?
Come on, inside.
How's there three? I don't know.
Bro, go.
Here, chair. Why is there three of them?
Out the way. Here.
Get. Yo, bro. Yo, dude.
Go.
Run.
Come on.
They finally crawled beneath a bed inside a nearby building. From that hiding spot, they could see the boots of a man named James crossing the hallway. They stayed silent and rigid in the darkness, hoping no floorboard would give them away when he entered.
Come on, guys, hurry up.
Space in there?
Yeah, go under the bed. Oh my god.
Get on.
Panicked, they returned to the first cabin and blocked the door. By then, being trapped inside with whatever haunted the place seemed safer than facing the killers outside again.
Why wasn't it locked the whole time?
Because we're idiots.
You like grab a chair.
Yeah,
It's
nice.
like,
That works. But that doesn't seem to be the case this time around. We do now.
coast is clear. I think we might have to stay the night here, dude.
Yeah. What?
Get out of here.
What? Is this like a cult going on?
Well, there's thing with the glowing eyes shouldn't show up, right? And if we stay quiet, the cult, or whatever the hell that was, will also leave us alone, right?
Speaking.
Maybe the signs had been taken down to prevent anyone from escaping. Maybe the skull candles and phone call were all designed to push them toward a specific place. But when the forest feels worse than the haunted cabin, what hiding place would you choose? This story begins with a cold camp beside the river, and gradually becomes a night filled with odd lights, distant screams and noises drifting out of the dark. Before it ends, Angelo is speeding away before the woods can close around him. On January 21st, 2025, Angelo the YouTuber behind Exploring with Angelo went back to the Magpie River in Wawa, Ontario. His plan was to stay overnight deep in the wilderness, in a place tied to indigenous stories and claims of strange lights.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new adventure. We are actually back here at the Michipicoten River. We found the perfect camping spot, which is exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to be setting up the hot tent again tonight to stay warm, snuggle, and all those fun things.
Once daylight was gone, collecting firewood turned into a fight against the darkness. As the group dragged a huge log, everyone stopped moving. A strange, metal-like noise echoed from the ravine, sharp enough to stop them in place.
Oh, lights at all. Wait, what the hell was that? You hear that, right?
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
That was weird. Yeah, this is what I mean about this area. Like, you hear weird sounds.
Yeah.
I heard last time I was here, I was hearing all sorts of strange noises.
In freezing woodland near rivers and ravines, sound can behave unpredictably. Water, open spaces, and cold air can carry noise farther than people expect. That can make something feel nearby even when the true source is much farther away. The pressure built as the forest became quiet. Angelo spotted a sudden light flashing between the trees. Seconds later, a hard blast shattered the silence, loud enough to resemble a gunshot.
I would say, based on what it looks like, a deer.
I just saw a light.
No way.
Yeah, not even kidding. Right there. So this whole area is native, well, was native land, and that's the reason why it's so haunted. For those of you who have never seen this place before.
After that, Angelo headed alone toward the riverbank. A piercing whistle sliced through the air. Then a scream almost like a child tore through the woods from a dead-end road.
Wait, is there like somebody down there? Dude, that was creepy. It's like they were standing right here for a second. What the hell was that whistle? Hello? There's no one here. I mean, if somebody was here, they wouldn't be like, have any reason to hide unless they did something really stupid or shady. We gotta go down... Shit. I don't even remember the road anymore. I think it was this way. What the fuck? What the hell was that? Guys, I just heard someone scream. What is that? What the... Oh shit.
Not long afterward, his gears started acting up. The battery in his powerful torch dropped to 0 at once, trapping him in complete blackness. Then, from dense brush a few yards away, he heard what seemed like a clear human cough.
Oh yeah, it's completely drained. What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna have to grab a new battery. Damn. What is that noise? I'm gonna grab a battery real quick. I keep hearing like noises everywhere. Alright, we are back in business. Is that f***ing cough again? What the hell is that?
That was when the last scream returned. This time it felt closer, ripping through the fog with more strength. Angelo got into the car and drove away quickly, barely avoiding a massive tree that had somehow fallen across his only way out. Maybe the ravine river and cold air made every sound harder to place.
Okay, I swear I just heard that screaming again. Let's see if we hear it again. So I was just about to get ready to go. So that way I'll have enough time to film the other stuff. And also edit a video for you guys, but where'd that come from? Okay, well, it's time to drive that.
Maybe the lights and screams came from something hiding deeper in the forest. But when your light dies, a cough comes from the brush, and the only exit is blocked, would you keep looking for answers? On October 5th, 2025, Dan Bell, creator of Dan Bell/Film It a Channel, recognized for nighttime urban exploration, ended up near Seneca Rocks in West Virginia. His videos often peel through forgotten motels, abandoned schools, and unsettling backroads, but this night carried a different feeling. As he drove farther into the quiet darkness of Appalachia, each shadow seemed to hold its own weight, suggesting the silence around him might not be completely empty.
Look at this place. Yoakum Vacationland Motel Restaurant. Here's the motel. Look at this place. I guess this was an early car phone. You could just pull up here and make your call right from your driver's seat. This place is so old. It's like a peek back into the past. Damn, it's creepy. Oh my god. Yeah, this must have been like some elementary school or middle school or something like that. Oh my goodness. Seneca Rocks Elementary School, 1955. Look at this place.
Dan started the night by moving through the remains of Yoakum's vacation land, passing faded signs and the hollow remains of old motel rooms. Farther along the road, he reached the abandoned Seneca Rocks Elementary School with its black windows and aging exterior frozen since 1955. The stillness around those places felt heavy, almost as if time had moved aside without fully disappearing. Something inside that quiet seemed to prepare him for whatever waited deeper in the night.
Look at that place. Old barn. Jesus, that's a creepy looking place. Oh my goodness. All the curtains are all torn. Looks like an old haunted house. There cannot possibly be people living in there. That is so creepy. Secretly, I want to go and see if the door is open, but I'm worried that there might still be somebody in there. I don't know if going in is a good idea. I just went to get out of the truck to go check this house out to see if the front door is open, and a car rode by and they slowed down. I had already turned my truck off, so the lights were off, and then I sat here for 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, and the car had turned around and come back, and then I heard something over here. It sounded like something metal, like someone taking like a shovel and hitting it on concrete. Oh, there's a car coming up behind me. People out here don't mess around. I'm gonna just pull into this Liberty station. Let them go past. They're pulling into the Liberty station as well. It's kind of strange. There's a light in the woods. There. You can see it right there. Right there. What is that light? Oh. That's not a star. What the hell is that? It's not a house. Oh God, why am I on this road? This is so creepy. I can't imagine if my engine died or I had a flat tire. I'd have to really be brave. Call AAA if I even have. I probably don't have cell reception up here. I guess I'd have to walk back to the main road. Oh, that would be horrible. Goddamn Blair Witch house. Jesus, that's creepy looking. There's still seats, chairs sitting on the front porch. A lot of people just die and there's no relatives, there's no kin, next of kin, so they just, their homes are just abandoned. This light, I swear to God, has been following me. I saw it about 10 miles from here, and it was... Anyway, it just seems like it's been following me, I don't know.
Later, as he slowed near a collapsing roadside home, discomfort began to build. A passing vehicle eased down as it went by, then returned only minutes afterward. From somewhere close came a sharp metallic impact, a noise he compared to a shovel striking concrete. The tension made him drive off, and he only stopped again once he reached an old Liberty station trying to reset the mood. But even there, the sense that something around him was changing never entirely left. Deeper into the drive, Dan spotted an unusual light hanging too low to be in the sky, seeming to follow his path for miles. The route brought him past a worn cabin he jokingly referred to as the Blair Witch House, its shape disturbing in the dim light.
It's like a vintage restaurant. The napkins are still on the tables. Look at this place. Look at the child seat. This is wild. anyone home? Looks like a shape of a human being standing back there. I think it's an alien, actually. It's an extraterrestrial waiting for me to jump the fence so it can take me up. Look at that face. Doesn't it look like an alien face? Okay, it's like moving. I'm getting out of here. Oh, you can see it, but across the street there's a light from that house. It's like a dim light, and it's a field over there. I don't know. Maybe somebody's having I tried to bring the brightness up all the way on the phone, but it's just not good enough.
Later, near a fenced area, he noticed a figure that appeared almost human, or maybe something else, before realizing it was only a trick created by the lighting angle. The unease stayed with him long enough for him to decide the night was over. Some viewers think the lights and uneasy moments show how Appalachia can magnify fear, mixing instinct with imagination. If those lights followed him, what could have been waiting outside reached watching from the dark the entire time. What would you do if a friend disappeared into the woods where nobody had cell service for Matt's group, that fear became real in the Appalachian Mountains? On May 21st, 2026, YouTuber Matt Batista and his friends drove into the Appalachian Mountains. They had intentionally rented the most secluded house they could find, roughly an hour from civilization with no phone signal anywhere. The home felt unsettling almost right away. They had gone there hoping to film skinwalkers, but the mood inside felt heavy, tight, and difficult to shake.
If you go deep enough into the Appalachian Mountains, they say you might hear something call your name, because these mountains are known for disappearances that scientists have been unable to explain for decades.
Yo! This is so spooky, bro. Yo.
Purposely found the most isolated and off-the-grid house that I could find. This place is an hour away from the closest civilization, and there's absolutely no cell service when you're there. There's almost no way of getting any sort of help. And little did we know, this wouldn't be whether or not we'd hear something, but rather, how long can we survive?
During the first night, a deep vibration rattled the floors. Then the knocking started clear measured strikes against the bedroom doors that could not be blamed on the air conditioning.
And as Bregan and I went downstairs to finally go to bed, we heard a knock on our door.
I heard that.
Nick, is that you?
Nah.
This door moved. I swear to God. Now at this point, we weren't sure if we were actually hearing noises because we just drove 9 hours to this Airbnb. That doesn't need an explanation, but what does need an explanation...
Later, they went to Lake Shawnee, an abandoned amusement park built on ancient burial land. The caretaker warned them about the Erie Trail, where 3,000 spirits were believed to watch from the trees.
Bodies buried beneath this place, and a lot of these people were Native Americans 3,000 years ago. We were told we're not allowed to film, and he brought us inside this room. I'm really just hoping that this is an amusement park, because this does not look too good.
Yeah, this is the classic amusement park.
I don't think they have this at an amusement park. We were inside of a random shed, where there was apparently blood splatter on the walls, cages, and ominous-looking medical equipment. Oh, we're on a movie set.
Yeah, I guess if you're giving birth, it could be a ride. My name's Chris. I'm the keeper of Lake Shawnee.
Trying to capture like skinwalkers. We've heard feral people. And our goal for tonight is to actually capture some sort of paranormal activity.
I think your best bet would be the creepy trail.
The creepy trail.
But now you can go the creepy trail. I don't go the creepy trail. You will find out whenever you go the creepy trail tonight.
Are we going to hear whispering or whistling or something calling our name or anything?
Oh, you'll see. You'll feel it all tonight.
Back inside the house, they tested the silence with a Ouija board. The place seemed to respond with violent, hostile banging from within the vents.
Couple hours of contemplating and waiting for the sun to set, we decide it's time to use the Ouija board. You put your fingers on this little pointer and ask it questions. The pointer slowly moves around the board, spelling out answers. We would like to talk to you. We're friendly. If you have anything to say, now's your chance. 5 minutes go by and nothing really happens. Torture us.
You hear that? You hear the knot? That I heard it. I heard the knot.
You sure it's not the AC again?
Oh my God! Oh my! Oh my God!
Yeah, so we're leaving now.
Then Matt vanished. He was found walking through the forest in a dazed state, claiming some kind of magnetic pull had been drawing him into the dark.
Do we know where Matt is?
Oh my god, where's Matt?
Bro, he never came with us.
I was going through my whole emotional arc here.
It was very, like,
what the?
Wait, what?
No, this is too good. Nah, he's gonna prank us or something. Wait, he goes on creepy trail?
We have to do Matt hunt.
We do have to.
Guys, so he couldn't have gone anywhere. Did anyone see him pass my left side behind Rocky?
He didn't come up when we saw Nick.
So he has to be down this way.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God he's down creepy trail.
First of all, Matthew Batista, if you're hiding, I want to give you props already for hiding out here alone because that's scary. So please don't try to scare us, man.
Yo.
Yo.
Filming on anything, bro. There's no reason for him to be back here.
Matt.
On the last night, items flew from the dressers, and a transparent wampus cat rushed across the room. By morning, they escaped.
5:30. Nico's asleep in Epstein room. Reagan is asleep beneath me. Nick is asleep down the hall. Rocky is downstairs.
Videographer here saw a cat, transparent cat, dart across the side of my vision. Maybe I'm...
In isolated mountain country, having no cell service changes everything. If someone is injured, lost, or panicking, help can be far away, and even a small problem can turn dangerous quickly. How long would you stay before leaving? A quiet wilderness camp started with rough tracks, strange timber, and a faithful dog moving beside him. But once night arrived, something beyond the tent appeared to know exactly where he had settled. On September 28, 2025, deep in wild forest connected to the Appalachian region, a YouTuber began a haunted camping trip, traveling farther into the backcountry than he had gone before. The upload came from the YouTube channel Paranormal Discovery, a channel built around visits to haunted and paranormal places across parts of the world.
Good day, family, and welcome back to another haunted campout. And we're back in the Devon Woods. But what we're going to do is go farther and see how far we can go before my gut tells me no. I'm starting a little bit down the road from where I was originally going to start it. There's a huge Jeep meetup, and not to mention like a ATV and motocross. But pushed back this way is all the wilderness we need, and it goes pretty deep.
At first, the outing seems peaceful. He drives along rough ATV paths with his dog describing the unsettling history of the location and the paranormal accounts linked to it. The farther he travels, the more cut off the forest feels. After making camp, he starts checking the nearby woods. Almost immediately, he sees odd tree formations and snapped limbs that appear as though they might have been arranged deliberately. Later, while returning toward camp after pushing deeper through the forest, he begins hearing unusual sounds carrying between the trees. At that same time, his dog suddenly becomes tense, fixing her attention on the woods as if she has detected something he cannot see. Dogs can react sooner than humans because they hear higher frequencies and notice tiny movements more easily. In a quiet forest, a dog staring into the trees can make someone uneasy quickly, especially when there is no obvious source for whatever the animal has sensed. When he makes it back to camp, the situation turns more unsettling.
You're a good girl. You're a good girl. I just noticed something. What the hell is this? All of a sudden, this alien hand going on here? Dude, look at this. Holy shit. Look at this. There's no way. Dude, that's huge. It's gotta be like a second hand, but a little bit. What is going on? I'm actually freaking out right now. What the oh man, I'm shivering right now. I'm actually terrified. You've gotta be fucking kidding me right now. I think we just got visited by at least one Bigfoot right now. Look at this. It's more long than it is like a palm. Like, you know how I have width in my hand? Oh, there's another one.
He suddenly sees massive, hand-like smears across the rear of his car. To some people, marks like those instantly bring Bigfoot to mind. They are large enough for him to think something strong had touched the vehicle while he was away searching the woods. As full darkness settles in, He places motion alarms around the campsite. Inside the tent, he tries to calm down, but the woods do not remain quiet for long. He starts hearing movement outside along with what resembles an ATV moving somewhere nearby through the darkness. Then, one of the motion alarms abruptly activates, slicing through the silence.
I hear like a ATV? It's far, but I don't know. Something doesn't feel like right. Sorry for that weird moment there. Yeah, I hear an ATV. Ever since I found the prints on the back of the car, I've just felt so off. Felt kind of like I'm gonna die tonight. You know what I mean? I feel like there's someone moving out there or something near us. Oh shit, I forgot about the alarms. Whoa! Whoa! No way. Oh fucking head. Whoa. Kia, what the f?
Confused and rattled, he checks the area around camp, carefully sweeping his light across the surroundings. But he finds no clear evidence of any person or thing nearby. Even then, the feeling stays with him. When he goes back inside the tent, the atmosphere becomes even worse.
Someone out there? What the fuck was that? Dude, this is tripping me out. What is going on?
From inside, he continues hearing what seems like voices just beyond the tent, as if someone has located his campsite and is standing only a few feet past the fabric. Then it intensifies.
I think we have to potentially go and check that out. Dude, what the fuck's on the other end of my tent right now? Whatever it is it's close to me right now. What the fuck?
A sudden piercing scream bursts right outside the tent, close enough to make everything inside feel frozen. He goes still, deeply shaken, unable to process what has happened. When he finally builds enough courage to look again, he steps outside carefully. But the area has fallen silent. He starts checking the surroundings, and just as he begins to steady himself, the quiet breaks again. This time, far-off, unnatural screams roll through the forest. In Appalachia, strange screams are often connected to Bigfoot reports. They are not directly beside him, but they are strong enough to travel through the trees, and they do not resemble anything ordinary.
What the f... Whoa! How come that happens whenever I come outside? I don't hear that all night. I mean, I heard it in the day, but whenever I'm walking, hoots and whoops and... What the... Woo! Woo!
It nearly feels as if the forest knows he is there, while something unseen keeps moving around him, just beyond where his eyes can reach.
Okay, come on, Key. Come on, Key. We'll make it back, okay? We'll make it back. We gotta go now.
Fear takes control, and he hurries back to camp. By morning, he is drained and shaken. He acknowledges that the forest felt disturbing, almost as if something had been toying with him through the night. The farther he went into the wilderness, the more it felt like something outside had already known he was coming. Maybe the marks, the alarms, the voices, and the screams each had separate explanations. But when they occurred, one after another, in the same isolated forest, they became much harder to dismiss. So what was really moving around his camp that night? That's it for tonight. Which moment creep? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story. Share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.